Today we are participating in the May the 4th recipe chain. Hi guys, happy May the 4th and may the force be with you. Or rather, may the fork be with you, because we're cooking something delicious up today. My YouTube friend Samantha over at Dish Upon a Star reached out to me a couple months ago about participating in a delicious collab for Star Wars Day. Now, I had to say yes because Samantha is like the Disney YouTube chef. She is just incredible. So if you haven't checked out her channel, you need to go over there because she has a whole slew of delicious Disney treats. And of course, Samantha didn't just ask me. There are a bunch of other awesome YouTubers who are participating in this collab. So I'm gonna link them all down below so you can check out all of the delicious items we've made for May the 4th. And if you haven't guessed it, my dish is inspired by no one other than Baby Yoda. So today we are going to be making Yoda Spinach and Artichoke Puffs. Now I got the recipe from Popcorn Reviewers, so I will link them below so you can follow the full recipe. But I'm actually gonna make some modifications because Phil's family makes the best spinach and artichoke dip. So I'm gonna use the force to put these two recipes together and make something absolutely delicious and Star Wars themed. So to make our delicious Yoda spinach and artichoke dip, we're gonna need to preheat the oven to 375. We're also gonna need a 12-ounce bag of spinach, a 14-ounce can of artichoke hearts, 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese, a handful of shredded Romano cheese, another handful of mozzarella cheese, and some garlic powder. You can also add in a little bit of crushed red pepper if you like a little spice, but I like to keep mine nice and creamy and cheesy with no spice. Now we're gonna take our crescent rolls and open them up. All right, so now we've laid out our crescent roll dough and we're gonna roll this out with a rolling pin with the exception of one section. I've set that aside because we're gonna make the Yoda ears with it. Now that we have this rolled out, and I just wanna mention, don't be afraid to kind of push the open areas together as you roll so you make sure it stays nice and together. Then we're gonna take a muffin tin pan, make sure it's nice and greased, and we're gonna take a pizza cutter and cut this into 12 pieces and put it in the muffin tins. All right, and that's what your muffin tin should look like so far. Next, we're gonna take another piece, flatten it out, and cut them into very thin triangles. All right, here are Yodas. So let's get the filling put together and then we'll get them in the oven. All right, so we are going to take a pan and warm it to medium heat so we can mix up our ingredients and get them nice and blended together. So we're gonna take the frozen spinach and we're gonna take the cream cheese and we are gonna work to blend these both together. All right, now that these are blended together, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients, the artichokes, the Romano cheese, and the garlic powder. The only thing we're not adding is the mozzarella because that's gonna go on the top. And let's mix these all together. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat off and set it aside. I do wanna mention, I did chop the artichoke hearts up just a little bit in the pan. If you wanna do that ahead of time, you can also do that just to make it a little bit easier. All right, now we are gonna work on filling up our Yodas. I got the spinach and artichoke dip in there. I tried to get some on the ears. I just wanna mention, my ears are a little thin compared to what was in the recipe online. So you might wanna modify yours a little bit. I had to re-roll it. I just couldn't get them right. So I think it made them a little bit smaller when I re-rolled. We'll see how it goes. But let's get this mozzarella cheese on. And I'm gonna follow the baking directions from the can. I got the can at Wegmans. So it says about 10 to 13 minutes. Your brand may say differently, so definitely check so we don't burn our pastry. I let them cool in the pan for just a little bit because I didn't want the ears to get too droopy, but now that they've set, I put them up on the cooling rack to cool completely. All right, time to try this little puff. Okay, that is absolutely delicious. I mean, you mix crescent rolls with spinach and artichoke dip. Clearly it can't go wrong. The only thing I would recommend is I cooked it for about 13 minutes. The online recipe said 15 to 17. I would recommend a little bit more time. This is a little soft, so holding the actual spinach and artichoke dip, it's not soggy, but it's a little flimsy. I think it would be a little more firm if it went in for longer. Other than that, these are awesome. I would highly recommend. Not too difficult to make. I was worried about the ears and they turned out fine. And they're subtle Star Wars, so if you just want to make a slight impression, these would be a good option. Well guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you Samantha from Dish Upon a Star for putting this collab together. Guys, there are so many awesome channels making Star Wars food, so go check them out, get real hungry, and then make your favorite thing. I want you guys to comment below. Are you gonna make this recipe? Do you love your crescent rolls? Do you love spinach and artichoke dip? It's a no-brainer then. I hope the force is with you today. Have a great May the 4th. Peace, love, and Kwaherini.